Welcome to Lesson 16 in our Level S vocabulary series. Today's words are a blend of emotional tone, communication, behaviour, and even beauty. These words appear frequently in literature, persuasive writing, and personal narratives. Let's explore each one using a memorable phrase that will help you understand and retain the meaning. We'll start with aesthetic, and the phrase is aesthetic value. The word aesthetic refers to a sense of beauty or artistic taste. When we talk about aesthetic value, we mean how visually or emotionally pleasing something is, not how practical it is. For example, a building may have aesthetic value because of its beautiful design, even if it's not the most efficient. You might hear, "The room was decorated with great aesthetic care," or "She has an eye for aesthetic details." Next is bolster, and the phrase is, "bolster the argument with facts." To bolster means to support or strengthen something. In this case, it means adding facts to make your argument more convincing. You can think of a bolster as a pillow that props something up. That's where the word originally came from. Other examples include, "Her smile bolstered his confidence," or "The evidence bolstered their case in court." Now let's look at deride, and our phrase is, "People derided Noah." To deride someone means to mock them or treat them with scorn. In the story of Noah, people laughed at him and dismissed his warnings. That's derision. It's a strong word that implies cruelty or open disrespect. Examples include, "He was derided for his unusual ideas," or "The crowd derided the speaker with boos and laughter." Next is endorse, with the phrase "endorse the candidate," or "endorse the check." To endorse something means to approve of it or support it publicly. If you endorse a candidate, you're saying, "I back this person." If you endorse a check, you're signing it to authorize payment. It's used in politics, business, and banking. Examples: "Several celebrities endorsed the new product," or "He refused to endorse the controversial plan." Now we come to gratify, and the phrase is, "She felt gratified by the praise." To gratify means to please or satisfy someone. If she felt gratified by praise, it means she felt appreciated or happy because of the compliment. This word has a positive emotional tone. You might hear, "The success gratified her hard work," or "It gratified him to hear that his advice helped." Let's look at infamous, and the phrase is, "OJ's infamous trials." Infamous means well known for something bad or negative. The word is often confused with famous, but infamous carries a negative meaning. O.J. Simpson's trials are infamous because of the controversy and public attention surrounding them. Other examples: "The dictator was infamous for human rights abuses," or "It was an infamous day in the history of the company." Now we have mock, and the phrase is, "mock the teacher." To mock someone means to make fun of them, usually in a disrespectful way. When you mock the teacher, you're imitating or ridiculing them, possibly behind their back or in a joking tone. This word can be playful or mean, depending on how it's used. For example, "He mocked her accent," or "They mocked the rules by breaking them on purpose." Next is predecessor, and our phrase is, "Clinton's predecessor." A predecessor is someone who held a position or role before someone else. So Clinton's predecessor would be the person who served as president before him, George H.W. Bush. It's commonly used in professional or historical contexts. You could say, "The new CEO replaced her predecessor," or "This theory builds on the work of earlier predecessors." Now we come to reticence, and the phrase is, "reticence of the suspect." Reticence means being quiet or unwilling to speak. If the suspect showed reticence, they didn't talk much, possibly to avoid self-incrimination. This word implies hesitation or a preference for silence. You might hear, "Her reticence was mistaken for rudeness," or "The witness's reticence frustrated the investigators." And finally, we have tenacity, with the phrase, "tenacity of the detective." Tenacity means firm determination or persistence. A detective with tenacity doesn't give up easily. They keep following leads until they find the truth. This word is often used to praise someone's strength or endurance. Other examples: "Her tenacity helped her finish the marathon," or "He succeeded through sheer tenacity, not luck." That wraps up Lesson 16. These words are powerful because they help you describe people's behavior, reactions, and emotional tone more precisely. Review each anchor phrase, speak them out loud, and challenge yourself to use each word in conversation or writing. You're doing an amazing job. Keep going, and I'll see you in Lesson 17.